To start with the tobacco plantation, okay, here in Nicaragua there is only, we grow tobacco only during the dry season. Okay, the dry season takes place from November to April. Then in May, that's when we have the rain, and they don't grow no tobacco. They might grow something else, but not tobacco. So basically, when I say they might grow something else, let me put it this way. Let me just clarify. See, I see this guy. This is the bad boy of the group.
The bad boy.
So so basically, after the tobacco season, they don't grow nothing but beans, red beans. They don't grow corn because corn is very hot. Corn absorbs the same elements that the tobacco absorbs in the same place. Now, when you bring beans, bring back the elements that took out of the tobacco. In most of the cases, what they do, they grow beans this year over here. Then they let this part of the farm getting a break. Okay, and that's how they rotate. They only rotate the beans. Okay, the tobacco, they grow tobacco constantly. Over here, they do 2 cycles. What does it mean, cycles? Cycle means that they are gonna grow in that particular field. They're gonna grow 2 times. Okay, and they start off with the soil. Okay, that is gonna go right here in the seed beds. And what is that soil? That soil is not like any regular soil. That soil is a compost. It's a mix that they work with for about 3 months before they ever use it. Okay, so that is a mix of 60% black soil. That is known as a Vega soil. You guys know what Vega means? Have you ever seen cigars that say Vega 5, Vega 7, Vega 3, Vega this, and Vega that? Vega is a classification soil that is right next to any water resource. Will be when you go to the lake, you will see that the soil is very loose, it's very rich, it's very black. Right, that's the type of soil that they use. So they use 60% of it. So they use 20% of sand, white sand, because the baby root that looks like hairs, like white hairs, they gotta go around with sand that is on it. It's gonna make filter. See what I'm saying? It's gonna be very easy for the root to move around. Okay, and then the other 20% is a natural fertilizer that you guys know as a rice shelf. When you guys were coming from Managua to Esteli, you guys saw a flat land. That was like 45 minutes away from Esteli before you got here. And that flat lands, those were rice parents, right? And back in the days, if we're gonna go back to the history, that was the first tobacco region here in Nicaragua. That was in the 60s. They only grew tobacco there for 2 years straight. After that, they went to bankruptcy. After that, they went out of business. The tobacco wasn't healthy. Why the tobacco wasn't healthy? Because the wind was beating the tobacco like Rashomani. Right? So it was crazy. So the tobacco wasn't good at all. So they went out of business. So they moved to the north and they start to grow tobacco. Here in Esteli, they start to grow tobacco in Jalapa, in Condega, and Ometepe. Those are the 4 well-known tobacco regions in Nicaragua. Okay. So when they work with the compost, so they throw the soil over here in every single tray, as you see it right there, and they're gonna allocate all those trays in those tents that you see in there, and over there too. And everything will be more than 1,000 trays of this. Gonna be over there. So how many we got right here? There you go. So they're gonna be 96 plants are gonna be right here. Okay, so 96 times 1,000. How many we got?
96,000.
96,000 is gonna be in every greenhouse. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, how they put those tiny seeds over here? They use a machine that is the size of this tray, and that machine is shaking like this, and it has very little holes, and that hose is connected to a hose that goes on every single one of them, and the machine brings air pressure. and that air pressure just inject the tobacco seed in the seed beds. So in the seed beds, you're gonna see around 2 or 3 different tobacco seed in every single one of them. So they're gonna put the trays over there. They're going to start to irrigate the tobacco plant. In a matter of 12 days, you're gonna see around 1, 2, or 3 baby plants in every deposit. Okay. So out of all those baby plants, what they're gonna do after 12, 15 days, they're gonna have people sorting them out. Why are they sorting them out? Because they're gonna be baby plants that are gonna be too weak. They're gonna be baby plants that are gonna be too short. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna just leave one baby plant by every single deposit. You see what I'm saying? The same thing when you have like a female dog. Who has female dogs? All right. So when your female dog has babies, little dogs, you know, and some of the female dogs have 12 dogs, 10 dogs, you will see out of the 10 dogs, 3 of them are very strong. The other ones are weak. The other ones are blind. The other ones cannot even walk. So you know that they're gonna last for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and it doesn't matter if you're gonna take them to the best, how do you say, veterinarian. Yeah, it doesn't matter because the genes are not strong enough. The same thing happened in tobacco. So Luis knows that the weak baby plant is not gonna last even 1 day over there. You know? So the tobacco plants spend in the greenhouse 45 days. And that's the most delicate stage when you're growing tobacco because your harvest depends on those baby plants. So they're gonna watch out very closely, you know, irrigate the baby plant, put a fertilizer and the whole, whatever they gotta do. You know? They're gonna be in some, if you go to some people's farm, if you're gonna enter and see and take a very nice picture for your social media stuff, you gotta dress like you are going to the NASA. You know, you know how the people go to the NASA? You gotta suit up in white, all the way to from your shoes to your head and everything, you know? And they're gonna put you a mask because they believe that you can bring stuff in your shoes and can contaminate the baby plants. So there is only 2 guys that might be going there and supervise the greenhouse. Other than that, nobody else. Especially if that tobacco is for grab. If that tobacco is for filler, it doesn't matter, but it depends. Everybody runs their farm differently. You see what I'm saying? Questions?